we found out.
Everything else that we have listed here is, none of it is a discussion item.
Right, so that potentially leaves
Okay.
some room. So you got to figure that the hour of time needed for technology is really going to be an hour and a half. Okay, that's really been the trend. So, and that still leaves plenty of time to move one or two of these items back up as a discussion item in there. I would agree with that.
I think so.
I just didn't want that to get pushed to April or longer.
Which one?
Communication.
Sorry, I didn't put something.
Well, right.
Well, I'm in favor of talking about it, particularly the email thing next month.
Should I leave a communication update then?
Yeah.
I would.
That covers
Yeah, but
both
I wouldn't,
issues.
And
but I
then
wouldn't
it's
do the
just kind of-
finance update, because that's really where the potential food service,
Yeah,
kitchen.
we can move
We can
that.
let that one go for one.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Open forum. Anyone? Please.
Yes. Here's our speak as engineer, so not a parent. If you guys want to do the kitchen, you need the engineer to check it if you can have infrastructure. There is two different plumbing codes. Pleasantdale is under elementary school, is under Willow Springs, that's the cook county. Here you have the page count. Different codes, different problems. And I can check it with you. I'm doing it every day. The other problem is you have 3 sinks, you need infrastructure because you need some grease traps and everything like that. It's not that simple. If you go with the grease traps, you have to take the floors out. You guys have to check this first, don't go further. I suggest starting with the architects, engineer. Will be better for you guys. I really support what you guys try to do. Don't take me wrong. I am into it, but the 20,000, that's a joke. that's the just reality number, The plumber hours $100 per hour. That's the union cost, and you guys have to go by the union cost. Unfortunately, that's not this is not something to lie. Just please look into it, because you guys discuss a lot, but you have to start with the engineer architects. And going back to the second issue of the HBS test, I don't think so. Any other who said anything here was criticizing the school district. Don't take this way. I came this first time. I promised myself I will never come to the sport board because I don't believe it's necessary or it's right. But we are concerned. You guys concerned. I could see it in some of the discussion. We're just concerned. The ATBS test is a big deal, and that was really said to us. We have lower grades, like I said. Nothing really happened. We just have to adjust. And I said, Matt doesn't agree with me. 150 questions a day, and I agree with you. I will not put the kids with 150 homework problems a day. But if they get a small package like they got today from Ms. Duval, that wasn't, come on, it was 25? 24. 24 was like 10-minute job. This is really what it is. These small problems. 24 looks a big number, but this is like 10 minutes homework. If they do this every day, well, fine. It's not 150. We're not talking big numbers. We're talking small. And I was the last one to criticize him about it here. I am just concerned, and you guys, I spoke with so many times in these board meetings, and my hot topic is always math. If it would be not about math, I'll be never sure. So that's what I do.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
I also just want to thank the board for their diligence, and again the teachers for being here, and the administration for addressing this so seriously. I definitely had serious concerns about this, and I'm still looking forward to a solid plan that we could implement. Like Matt, like you, I agree. I don't believe in knee-jerk reactions. I believe in the diligence that we need to do in order to get to the root of the problem. But some things that were said still concern me. Basically adding more pressure to the kids, getting kids to take the math test faster. Other things like setting kids to summer school and homework over the summer. And Leandra, to your point about action math being conducted during the day, I'm assuming that was kind of getting at, or they might be perceived as being penalized. I feel like some of these actions might be perceived that way as well. I'd ask that the curricular deficiency be addressed and not really look at punishing the children or having them perceive that they're being punished for something that really wasn't their fault. If we didn't have the curriculum in place to teach them what they needed to know, then why are we, I guess, kind of jumping to that? And then I'd also like to just address the action math conversation. I know there was a lot going on about that. My concern more stems from, I have a high-level math student, and he tanked in math computation, and several of his friends in high-level math did as well. So we may have issues at the low level, but we also may have issues at the high level, which is my bigger concern, and I've not seen one piece of data yet that outlines where that issue is, and I think we need to dig deeper to find out exactly where the problem is at, because we could clearly blame it on the low-level kids and it would be an easy dismissal, and that might be what we have done in the past. I don't know, that might be, but from my random sample, that's not necessarily true. And then one last thing that I know a lot of other districts do that I think maybe we should explore is flexible grouping. It's definitely something that is being pioneered, and I know different kids have different problems in different areas in a subject area, and that might be a way to kind of address some of this as well. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Please.
Also, thank you again to the board for taking this under consideration. I also want to thank the teachers, folks at state especially, who put in for overtime. I don't know if Matt will pay you or not.
We get big donuts in the morning.
That's right.
Matt, yeah, I want to pass along this thanks to you as well. I mean, you know the impact you have on our children's lives, and it's really important to us that you're focused on your care, and it is really critical. Having said that, the idea of expanding to summer school, pushing toward year-round schooling, whatever the long-term objective is not the answer to this. To Kim's point, there are other issues that need to be resolved first in how we teach within the school day. And I think it doesn't necessarily fall back on the teachers, but on how we build the curriculum, how we address these students. Maybe the answer is the test isn't valid. Maybe taking a 20-minute test early in September is a bad idea. Maybe the spring test is a better test of what they're doing. Maybe the core curriculum that comes in is a better test. Maybe the math test is a better test. But I think we need to change the paradigm and step back from ITBS and Riverside Publishing and Dr. Wick and all that and say, okay, what is right for our kids? What is the right answer for our kids? Also, having said that, I want something that Mark had commented on earlier. Personally, I'm insulted by the concept that my concern is overblown. This is my child. This is not some dot on a scattergram. This is not some science experiment by a statistician. This is my kid. If we blow it now, he goes through life like that. This isn't something we should take lightly. We spent almost an hour talking about kitchen configuration. It's disgusting when you think that our kids get this little tiny part of the agenda, and we spend all this time worrying about our kitchen. Get focused on the right things. All right, Leandra, I'll take your advice. I'll calm down.
I didn't say it to you.
But in all honesty, we have to get the focus on the right things, and that's these kids. We only get one shot at every child that comes through our schools. This isn't a longitudinal study. This isn't an academic exercise for these kids or for us to feel good about how we're testing on the trend. We have one shot with these children. If we don't get it right, they go into high school at a disadvantage, they may make it to college, and if they do go to college, they're going to be at a disadvantage there as well. Preschool, kindergarten, first, second, this is where it starts. We're just seeing the impact in 3rd and 4th grade now. We have to start at the beginning and work with these kids all the way through and focus on them. The reading programs are great. I think where you were going, Matt, duplicating those for math would be an awesome idea. Being able to identify the kids that are having issues and concerns and being able to focus on beyond expanding action math or whatever the case might be, even the high-level kids need some attention on it. Obviously, there's something that's not quite going right, and I know you guys are probably frustrated by it as well. We need to figure out how to make these kids successful in this. And if we don't do that, we have all failed as parents, as board members, as teachers, as administrators, whatever the case might be. I've said my piece. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I'm a little worried about
Would you
this.
please stand and identify yourself? I'm dead serious. Thank you. Would you please identify yourself?
You don't know who that is? It's Steve
I'm
Rock.
sorry, did anybody else
He ran
identify
for the board.
themselves and I missed it?
They did during open session at the beginning, to be honest with you. Yes, they did.
Steve Rockworth.
Thank you very much.
I'm a little concerned with the emphasis on standardized tests, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm not a big fan of basing everything on a test that one kid takes one day, or all kids take one day. And to bring the principal of the elementary school and your 3rd and 4th and 2nd grade teachers in to defend themselves, about the low test scores. Did you guys bring them in when you were, this district likes to base their worth on the test scores, the standardized test scores. It's a bad idea.